Tom Cruise, a conversation on thrill-seeking adventures. Welcome to the Simply Talking podcast, where we delve into the exhilarating world of thrill-seeking adventures with none other than the legendary actor and daredevil, Tom Cruise. In this video, Tom shares his insights and experiences in a captivating conversation about flying over erupting volcanoes, parasailing, and performing death-defying stunts for the silver screen. Join us as we explore Tom's passion for pushing the boundaries and embracing the adrenaline rush that comes with living life on the edge. As we listen to Tom's stories, we discover a man of diverse skills and interests, holding licenses for various activities that showcase his unwavering dedication to adventure and thrill. The conversation crackles with energy as Tom delves into the allure of the adrenaline rush and the entertainment value of taking risks. From flying over erupting volcanoes to hanging off the side of a plane during takeoff, Tom's tales paint a vivid picture of a life lived in pursuit of excitement and exhilaration. Like a high-stakes game of chess, Tom navigates the board of life with precision and strategy, each move carrying a level of risk and excitement that keeps him engaged and entertained. Join us as we embark on a journey into the heart of thrill-seeking adventures with the one and only Tom Cruise.
Anything at all interesting happening in your life these days?
Yeah, same old, same old.
Did you go bigger in this one than in...
I can't tell you. I can tell you we went bigger. I shouldn't tell you that. I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Did you risk your life today?
Well, I did get in a car in this weather. I think we all did.
Okay, all right, that's pretty close.
That's close.
Tom, there's a lot of moments in this film where I think to myself, has Tom ever heard of a helmet?
I know. I know.
You've heard this a bit?
Yeah, it just doesn't look cool.
Basically, so where have you landed?
In England, you can land. They let you land in yards and.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I land in fields and I just land in people's yards. Like sometimes, like if I have a location, it's England. They just let you do that. And
But wasn't there a family in Warwickshire where you landed on their land?
Yes.
But did they know you were landing? How does that happen?
I don't know.
But did
So
they
I went
know
and scouted
that you were
location.
landing?
No, I don't. No, they didn't.
So they get a phone call saying someone's got to land in your garden. Is that okay? Or does a helicopter just land in their garden?
I think someone makes that call.
Yeah.
I can't imagine insurance is easy to get.
Yeah, I don't ever worry about that. That's not my problem.
Not your department.
Some questions. These are not would you rather questions. These are would you, and you can just say
okay,
yes, no, or whatever. Would you parasail over an erupting volcano?
You know, I've been to an erupting volcano.
Of course you have.
And parasailing over it would be quite beautiful.
You would?
Yes, I would.
Would you fly a jetpack through a tornado?
Well, what kind of tornado and where?
Was there vomiting going on? Surely there was vomiting going on.
There must have been vomiting.
I'm lucky I don't vomit from those things. I fly aerobatic airplanes and helicopters. I just don't have that kind of
But you're not the only one there.
I know. I know. Actually, we'd have long conversations with the crew that would have to go up and do this. But in between takes, yes. There are guys, we landed, this guy'd pull out their bag, and they would just be hurling into this bag in between. And then one guy would see him hurling, and then he'd start hurling. And it just went on like that, So then we'd be like, come on, guys, let's go. We got it's the next shot.
Everyone's hurling. Next one.
Is there anything you can't drive? How many different licenses do you have?
I mean, I've airplanes, commercial license, jets, a bunch of different airplanes, motorcycles, parachutes, boats. I have my real estate license.
You always shoot in such a way that it's very clear it's you and that you're on the side of that airplane. And there have been times where you've been hurt, almost killed. And it makes me think, are you a bit addicted to the adrenaline of it all? Do you ever think that you need that in your life? Do you know what I mean?
No.
That clip there, we just saw you doing what's called a halo jump, which is jumping from...
Very high altitude, and we open low. So we're above 25,000 feet.
And then you open the parachute when?
Very low.
What does very low mean?
Like close
what?
to the building?
Like what?
Yeah, close to the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, what's wrong with you? What is
I don't
it?
understand it.
Very interesting. We were talking about just like the risks that you take, and I thought it was very funny what you were saying about what you are and aren't allowed to do.
Yeah, I can jump off a cliff, but don't go snowboarding.
You're not allowed to go snowboarding.
You know, or like they'd prefer I didn't get on a skateboard.
Like all the rules that like a pitcher on the Dodgers would have to abide by, you also
like,
have to abide by.
And look both ways before I cross the street.
Gosh, there's no one doing it like you're doing it. You're hanging off the side of the plane, and everyone's probably seen this on the news, but you really did it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to do that. So if you don't know the story, there's a giant car.
Even as a little kid, like I used to steal lumber from a junkyard, or and then I'd ride down the hill as fast as I could and hit the ramp and go over garbage cans, to try to do that when I was a little kid. Yeah. Didn't work. Didn't work. I went down the hill, and the bike, was the pedal thing. It didn't have the reverse, so I was going really fast. And then I went through it, and I split the wood in half, and I went smashing through the garbage cans. And then spent the next few days in the hospital.
And you thought, I want to do this for a living.
This is what I want to do for a living.
But you're always extra. Every time you come on, we talk about your motorcycles. You're doing something. You're doing your own stunts. And I was just thinking, do you ever just sit down and do nothing and just watch TV?
I watch a lot of movies.
You do?
Yeah, I watch about a movie a day. I try to.
A movie a day?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I love movies. I grew up loving movies and had jobs and went to movies.
Well, absolutely. What movies do you watch?
I grew up. I got to make movies. And
you don't watch your own movies, do you?
Those are the only films that I watch. All the I do go on transportation. My security loves that when I do that.
Yeah,
the tube in England. Oh, I do that. Like sometimes I put on my hat and my earphones, and I'll just go in and get on the tube just if I want to get to the studio.
Does that work?
Quickly.
Do people stop
Sometimes.
It does.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes, people are during rush hour. Like I go in and I'll be there. And I remember one time I was there, and there was like 14-year-old kid. This girl was there, and everyone was looking at their phones, and I just saw her. I looked over, and kind of my head's down. I got my baseball cap, and she's just staring at me like this. And I looked at her, and she looked at me, and she just looked around the subway like this, and then looked back to me and I went.
Conversation with Tom Cruise comes to a close. We are left in awe of his unwavering dedication to entertainment and thrill. The challenges and intensity of performing stunts, combined with his love for movies, reveal a man whose passion knows no bounds. Tom's daily habit of watching a movie reflects his deep connection to the film industry, a love that shines through in every story he shares. From flying over erupting volcanoes to performing death-defying stunts on the silver screen, Tom's life is a testament to the human spirit's innate desire to test limits and embrace the unknown. His willingness to push boundaries and defy gravity serves as an inspiration to thrill seekers everywhere, reminding us that the greatest adventures often lie just beyond our comfort zone. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Simply Talking podcast, where we had the privilege of exploring the world of thrill-seeking adventures with the incomparable Tom Cruise. Stay tuned for more captivating conversations and inspiring stories on our next episode. Remember, life is an adventure waiting to be embraced. Are you ready to take the leap?